Um, my ass cheeks will cook.
This is Hard Parking, brought to you by Right Honda and Right Toyota out of Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm your host, Jhae Pfenning. Coming up on today's show, Charles Warden back in studio to talk about his latest ventures. Cleannuff has gone to 2 wheels. He's been doing a lot of stuff in the bike community. We get into all that. It's a great conversation. But I realized when I went to edit this that I didn't pull over his audio file. And so I did the best that I could. You guys know that audio is my obsession. Bringing a good product to you is my obsession. But there was too much on there to try to do all over again. It takes away from the organic nature. I have had to do that before in the past, but I've been sitting on this conversation since the beginning of June. So keep that in mind. I actually had to use, so how did I do it? I pulled his audio from, because I'm a loud voice, right? I pulled his audio from spillover from my own microphone, as well as what little the recording camera was able to pick up. Ran it through a bunch of AI that I couldn't have done a year ago, and I had to edit it like I did back in the day with what I had. I think when it's all said and done, I think I did a bang-up job. Not bad. It's not perfect. It might sound a little muffled at times, but the content is really good. And find out what unique, weird, alcoholic beverage cocktail that he drinks. I've never heard anybody else mention drinking this before. Before we get to this word from Arcus Foundry Sparkforge, just wanted to take a victory lap really quick. Remember when the C8 was like all the bee's knees? Because it is an excellent vehicle no matter which way you look at it. The Corvette C8 is an awesome car. However, I did say, and I think it was with Drew Bunkley on, I did say at some point you were going to start seeing Z06s. I said ZR1s. It's still too early for ZR1s. But I did say you're going to start seeing Z06s all over the place. And a lot of the Corvette faithful were like, no, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, 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 blah. Man, how many Z06s have you seen? Those of you who live in Corvette country especially, how many Z06s have you seen? I've seen a bunch of them here around Gilbert in the Phoenix area. And every time I see one, I think to myself, man, that is a badass looking car. It is a badass performing car. And I was right. Coming up, Charles Warden. If you run a business and you're tired of juggling tools, chasing logins, and constantly feeling like the tech side of things is heavier than it should be, this might hit close to home. That tech fatigue usually shows up as an outdated website, reviews slipping through the cracks, missed calls when you're busy, or social media that's always on the back burner. Most business owners know something's off, but fixing it feels like a bigger project than they have time for. Sparkforge exists to take that weight off. It handles the tech behind the scenes, helps clean up how your business shows up online, makes sure calls and messages don't get mixed, keeps reviews from slipping through the cracks, and wrangles social marketing so you don't disappear for weeks. If you're curious, there's a short discovery session, and it comes with 90 days free to actually see if it makes things easier. No pitch, no pressure, just a real conversation about what's working, what's broken, and what you can simplify. So head over to getsparkforge.ai/hardparking to get started. Charles Warden, welcome back. Mr. Cleannuff himself decided to come over and drink some of my tequila today.
Yep.
Hey, man, it's all good. So I gave you your option, and we ended up going with 2. So we have both reposados. We have the C8, I always say it wrong, C8 Leguas, and people are going to kill me for that, mispronouncing it. And then, of course, Tequila Ocho, which is, those who know me know that I drink a lot of Ocho, usually Blanco. But like I said earlier, if it's on my shelf downstairs, it's worth drinking. So cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Thank you for coming by and making the time. Hopefully we're all still in focus.
Hopefully.
So at the time of this recording, at the day of this recording, you're getting ready to embark on a big road trip. You're doing a lot of stuff with bikes now.
Yep.
You kind of do it all. I think last time you were here, you had kind of talked about getting into the bike game and doing more. I mean, you've always been into bikes, obviously, but kind of tell us what you've been up to.
Kind of did a total shift. I mean, been doing cars for a long time. Everyone knows me for cars, but no one really knew the bike side I mean, my first bike was a 2016 R1. Freaking love that little, piss missile. Granted, I don't recommend people.
Isn't that crazy for your first bike?
Yeah. I don't really recommend it for a
Like,
first.
I don't know a lot about bikes, but I know a lot about the bikes that are going to, not for people like me that have never really gotten on one.
Yeah, no, it's not a good starter bike, but I started as a kid riding like 450 cc's.
Okay, so some familiarity.
Yeah, dirt bikes and stuff like that. But that was my first bike, and freaking loved that thing. It was a piss missile through all hell. And then obviously I did my shift with cars, kept my focus there, and I don't know. I started working around like a lot of bikes. They naturally started coming to supercar stuff, and I was like, fuck it.
That's cool though, right? Because we've been doing this for a while, and I feel like just recently, with Kayli and the Revan Connect and all the other groups out there, you as well as being part of that glue, they've just been showing up everywhere, and I freaking love to see it. In fact, last time you just got done doing the event with Strad Pizza, and then after that we had one less, and then you were part of that with them, and then you just been. I feel like every time I look on social media, you got another thing going.
Yeah, I'm averaging probably 3 to 4 events a month now.
Aren't you supposed to be slowing down? I think we talked about that last time.
I was supposed to be slowing down, but I took a total shift. The bike stuff, honestly, as crazy as it sounds, it's easier to manage in a business
Why?
standpoint.
Why?
So the car stuff, there's a lot more that I got to worry about with the takeover scene.
Oh, sure.
And, the takeover scene, we all know it's a headache. But the bike scene, you don't really have to deal with that. Yeah, you have to deal with people being stupid doing a wheelie down the road or something like that, but that's really it.
Yeah.
Not out here just like ripping absolute freaking tarmac, doing donuts in the middle of intersections. It's just
Wow.
Yeah. Because we talked about that. For the people who are into that and that do those things, to the non-car people, we're all the same person. And, and I guess with bikes, of course, you're going to have those renegades out there, but it seems like most people know how to act.
yeah. Well, I mean, the good thing is, obviously, I always host a private property.
Mm-hmm.
So the red bombing and stuff, it's okay. It's property. I'm not saying go out and blast it out, but it is not a problem because I always host with intention.
Yeah.
I host to where I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh no, don't do this. Cause I understand my boundaries with them. And most of the time I make sure, the revving, stuff like that is going to be okay. No, I'm not going out just doing burnouts or doing anything reckless, promoting all this crazy stuff. Now, want to do my stunt lock or, we have bike invasion where the stunts are there, it's different versus just the regular beats.
Explain stunt lock to my regular viewers or listeners that aren't really into bikes.
Stunt lock, so guys doing wheelies, guys doing like
That's what I envision.
stand-up
Stunts.
360. Yeah, it's all stunts.
Okay.
Rolling burnouts, just crazy shit. And I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, these guys can actually like full-fledged drift these bikes even. These guys in these.
That's pretty badass.
And it's like, you've seen a car drift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seeing a big old whale like Harley just drifting around you, it's cool as shit.
That makes sense because it's all weight.
Yeah.
It's all weight. And you just have these bars and this tire up front and this wheel up front, but it's nothing compared to everything behind it, including the rider. It's just amazing to be able to do that and recover from it, not just keep drifting until you're sliding on the ground.
I mean, they may drop it a couple times.
Of course.
And then they'll end up continuously doing the burnout while it's on the ground because they got bars to protect it.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like a car whip. It's like, oh, it's rolled over. Like, no more. Like, some of these guys, if it falls on the ground, they'll just sit there and hold that shit and let it just keep burning on the ground.
That's like the version of the less destructive version of the drifters. I don't even want to call them drifters. Like the takeover guys who just keep doing it. Next thing you know, their bumper's on fire and they're still doing it without knowing what's going on. Yeah.
Which we had a guy at the stunt lock. He literally blew up his motor in the middle of a burnout because we were trying to take photos underneath the clean-enough canopy. So he's sitting there, he's full sending it. He's like, oh, I'm just going to finish it off. It's almost the end of the night. He finished the tire and his motor in one go.
So what do you got a plan coming up?
So we're gonna be hosting with Cycle Gear this upcoming Tuesday, and then follow.
Which will be like June, I don't know, 8th or 9th, right?
Yeah, June 9th. And then June 12th to the 13th, I'll be in Dallas hosting events, Bike Invasion, the first part of my tour, which is crazy to say.
Right.
I'm on tour, but
Because you envisioned this years ago. This is what you wanted to do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a weird journey because it's like I started from cars and always said like I want to travel. And it turns out I found a home in the bike world.
Mm.
You know, I love it. It's fun. It's everything that I feel comfortable. I don't have to worry about, oh, you know, if it's this car or that car, I won't be there type thing. It's just, yo, if it's bikes, let's pull up. And these guys pull up deep. I mean, every meet, usually we're averaging minimum 600 bikes.
Right.
Which in retrospective is almost unheard of, just on
It's a lot of bikes. Yeah.
but we have the capability of doing it, which is so fucking badass. And then obviously with Cali coming up, I'm going to Cali twice.
So you're going to go to Texas, then back to Cali?
Texas, Cali, and then host July 4th event in Arizona, 7-Eleven Bash, and then Cali again.
The 7-Eleven thing's kind of interesting, right? I don't know I don't know if it's like a regionally, I would assume they're all owned by 7-Eleven, but I guess they're franchises, right? But it seems like a lot of them lately are like, hey, if you want to do something, you can do it here.
Yeah.
Whereas before it's no loitering and they're calling and getting you off. Yeah. But I think so far no one's fucked it up. But I do know they do have a lot of 7-Eleven meets.
There's a lot of different 7-Eleven meets, but I've consistently tried to host on every 7-Eleven.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my first one was back in 2023, and that one was freaking massive. First one, everybody's out there. It's crazy. We had to get 2 parking lots to fill everybody.
That's wild though, man, because it's like I think of and the name of the event escapes me. What was that big event last year? I want to say it's maybe South Carolina. It's somewhere over there where they end up having to shut it down and basically cancel the event. And it wasn't necessarily, I don't think it was a 7-Eleven, but like the adjacent gas station got taken over and there were kids everywhere on the rooftops and all that shit.
The Slam Enough event.
Slammed, yeah, that's right. Clean enough, slammed enough, right? And so how do you regulate that when you're not doing it on your compound, on property, right? It's always got to be in the back of your head, like someone's like, please, no, don't screw this up.
It's in the back of my head, consistently, but I mean, the bike community, they're fucking awesome.
Right.
Respectful. You know, if they see somebody, you know, fucking off a little too much, they're not going to just sit there and be like,
they self-police, like, dude, get out of here. Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty cool. I don't really have to worry so much about the bikes. There's a lot of mutual respect because the bike community has had a lot of rough goes. And, you know, I've been working really hard with people like Kayli, just everybody along the way. And it's been really fucking awesome because, you know, we keep pioneering and doing stuff. And she's been promoting at the track with Break Free, like doing a great job there. And, you know, we keep covering back and forth in paths and stuff. It's really fucking awesome. But, you know, being able to have good pioneers through the bike scene is important.
Yeah.
You know, having Rabin Connect, having, you know, Break Free, Cycle Gear hosting, us hosting, just those consistent meets, it makes a difference. And, you know, it's organized. It's not just like a couple guys that, hey, let's go through a parking lot.
Right. So then what do you have going on? Does that take you basically to the end of the year?
Yeah. So
because it's like dog days of summer.
I know.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be. Yeah.
So let's see. We got this month almost completely booked because the 20th I'm hosting another Stout Lock. Yeah, this month completely booked. July, I'm almost completely booked. August, September, October is the Bike Invasion finale, main event. And then November and December, I'm going to take a break. I'll still host like regular meets in that time frame, but I'm not gonna go all out. Just because it's the holidays, people are gonna go out and enjoy themselves, want to be with family and stuff. So no point of like putting themselves in a situation where like, well, I want to go, but and then 2027, setting it up. I'm opening it up to locations like Nashville, Tennessee, Florida, Colorado, Texas again. We're opening up a couple more areas.
Why bikes for you? And are you not worried? Because we were just talking the other day on One Drink Wednesday. You know, in the bike world, it's maybe people know how to behave better, but there's also like tragedy after tragedy, close call after close call. You know, it's got to be, and it's probably taboo to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like what's that saying that you never tell someone leaving a racetrack? You know, there's some I can't some play on words. You're like, don't ever say that.
Yeah, it's just like, make sure you don't do anything stupid on your way home, or make sure you don't crash or.
Yeah, but then a lot of times it's not even up to you, right? I mean, it's just, if you can't stop in time because I wouldn't say asshole, but someone that just isn't paying attention.
It's not easy. I mean, being a motorcyclist, you become part of a statistic in the lake. And it's not our view, it's what everybody else views.
Mm.
It's not fun. We lose a lot of people just being negligent. Kayli, me, we're trying to figure out something along with, ELG and a couple other people.
Sure.
On how to like
Shout out to ELG. I'm wearing their shirt right now, actually.
trying to figure out ways of how we can promote safety. Um, even after like the DPS video, like, the no plate, no case, that was showing it. It's funny, it's fun, but at the same time, we're not going to promote in danger.
Of course not. No, and I think it's good that that the community has gotten, for lack of a better term, gotten in bed with local law enforcement. You know, that could only help. You know, and we've talked about that even from the car scene, right? I mean, if the law officers are on your side and they understand the good car person versus the shitty car person, a lot of times it's going to help.
Yeah. Versus, certain cities that are not very friendly.
Yeah. Yep. Certain college cities that aren't very friendly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still a pain in the ass to the bike scene, the car scene, everybody. It doesn't matter. But no, it's really cool. I mean, I was expecting the worst backlash possible from DPS from that video. I was like, oh man, all right, here we go. Like, I was prepared for it. But instead, it's more or less like, us actually coming to a good term. And they're seeing what we're doing. We're trying to get people off the streets doing stupid shit. Instead, like, hey, here's a spot you could do burnouts. You could have fun. Big ass parking lot, food trucks, vendors, all that stuff. What else could you ask for? And honestly, anyone that's been to my events, they know you're never going to be bored. I'm always going to have some sort of entertainment there. People are always excited, chatting, and, just having a good time. So it's about standing out from the crowd. And
you guys do foot races at the bike events?
I haven't yet.
No.
I should bring that back. It's been a while since I've done foot races, but I don't know. It's just, I like to make it fun. Life is so short in the bike for me sometimes. And it's like, you got to make the most of it because you never know. And I mean, I can show you some of the messages. It's so badass how much of an impact I'm making and not even realizing it sometimes. It's almost moving because it's like, damn, like, am I doing enough? Like, what else do I need? And then I'll get messages of like, people talking about like, they love the events. They're excited. They're all for it. It's fucking badass. Like, it gets me excited. Like, I think this is the first time I've smiled about the meets and stuff, genuinely, ever like this.
To get a smile on your face, you usually have to bring up your son.
I know.
Yeah.
Normally I'm pretty like serious on these, but
yeah,
I love it. It's such a joy.
It's good because you've kind of gone through a journey.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming through the journey or going on your journey, even through this show, and from where we were years ago. I mean, the time flies, dude. This is the 7th year of the podcast, so the time flies.
Damn, I didn't even realize.
Right. So what happened in April with that bike?
So Bike Invasion Night 1.
What was it?
On my way back home, I had my BMW S1000.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, I was doing wheelies and, had my fun. But at the moment of the accident, I wasn't even doing anything but speeding up. And then I got this little light on my dash that said ABS malfunction. Try to pull on the clutch instinctively, pull over. And instead, the bike locked up 60 miles an hour and went up over top and, slid about 200 feet.
Single bike incident.
Yep.
Locked up. Yeah, I mean, I can see how locking up could be a problem on a two-wheel vehicle.
Yeah. I actually...
Jesus. Was that the front?
It was... I couldn't even tell you.
Oh, yeah.
But before I could even know what was going on, I was already, flying over the handlebars and...
Dude, that had to have been the front, dude. Because if you think about the bicycle days, right? When you do an endo, you stick your foot right there and you lift up the back and then, you land if you do it right. And if you don't do it right,
I just went straight up over. Yeah. Bike landed on me a little bit, slid over. Luckily, I had a cage on the bike, so the bike didn't, do one of these numbers.
Sure.
Instead, it just tilted over, slid all the way over. And I was sitting there for a second, thank God, I was wearing my gloves that I was. My sponsor, Surrender Racing, he's got some badass stuff that really protected me.
Shout out to them.
Because they had the carbon sliders on them. Super good material. I'm like, dude, I didn't even get a single scratch on my hands. And I used my hands the entire crash.
Yeah.
To really
That's crazy.
Not a single scratch. My hoodie didn't rip, which was another crazy part. Because anyone that knows me, I like materials. I'm very big about quality.
Right.
Didn't rip my hoodie. The only thing I had, helmet didn't get damaged at all. My ass cheeks were cooked.
Oh. Well, yeah. You're like, I don't remember putting on chaps.
Dude, it was... I didn't even realize it at first.
Sure, yeah. I ran to go pick up my bike. Your adrenaline's going and you don't realize what's going on.
Ran over, picked up my bike, pulled it over to the side, called my parents. Hey, come pick up the bike. Next thing I just dropped. Mm-hmm. No thoughts, nothing.
Ass on fire.
It wasn't even ass on fire. I just
crazy.
Collapsed. Man. I was in pain. I was like, fuck, this sucks.
Yeah.
And then get to the hospital. I can't even sit in the wheelchair. As they're pulling me back to the trauma room, I'm like hugging on the chair on the side.
Got a case of rash ass.
Dude, it was my ass. It was my entire back all the way up my shoulder.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I didn't have my shirt tucked. Normally I tuck.
Oh, right.
I didn't tuck it or nothing. So my entire back all the way up my shoulders was all road rash. My arms were all road rash. My knees, my foot, messed up my toe pretty bad. And my top of my foot. Not even just from road rash, just from the impact. Because my foot got stuck for a second.
And then didn't you do an event immediately thereafter?
Yep. Next day. Still showed up. I was like, yep. What's up, y'all? I was excruciating pain. Popped a couple of meds. I was like, I'm good. It was Bike Invasion. There's people that came from everywhere for it.
It's like an event.
Yeah. So there's people from way out of Colorado, Utah, Texas. There was a couple guys from Florida, people from Canada. And that was my first Bike Invasion. So the pressure was already on.
Right. No way I'm missing this.
So popped a couple meds, showed up. What's up, guys? Still got a couple of bandages all over my body and stuff. I'd rather show up and still make that impact. Because, I literally asked them. I was like, do I need surgery or anything like that? They're like, well, no. And I was like, okay. I was like, can I be discharged?
Well, I just started thinking because you're here with your helmet and we're drinking this really nice tequila, which, by the way, what do you think about the C8?
It's pretty smooth, actually. I'll give it that. Speaking of which, I didn't even take it.
Yeah, now it's all ice water. But what I say that to say that Charles drove a car over here today. He brought the helmet just to have it on the table, and so he didn't ride his bike over here because sure, someone could say, well, you're still in a car, but it would be an easy argument to win, saying, well, it's a little bit different. You can kind of be chilling in a car and on a bike. You have to be on point.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's people who maybe ride on bikes high, hopefully not.
Well,
but we know people drive high all the time. But anyway, but I was just saying that you didn't come over on a bike. You came over here in a car. So.
No bike today. I'll be revealing the new bike soon though. Super fucking excited about that.
Do you know when?
Actually, I should be revealing it right before Texas.
So then you could say it now.
Technically.
Because this isn't going to come out until after you've probably come back.
So shout out to Nash Power Sports. They're one of our sponsors. We worked out a fucking amazing deal. 70th anniversary R1. So it's got the fully adjustable shocks. It's gorgeous. Probably one of the best R1 looks you can get.
Full circle to the R1, by the way.
Full circle, yep. Sure, I could have went back to S1K, could have got any other bike, but it was kind of paying homage to my first bike.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fully in the bike scene now. It's like, this will be kind of cool. Start with scratch with them. Even though people are used to me with the S1K, shooting big ass flames and shit, but
sure.
Because I did a poll, and I had over 300 votes on the poll of different answers, and I mean, literally, it was 0.4 or 0.5% difference between every single answer. For the first time, I've never.
Nice, yeah.
I was like, that is the closest poll I've ever had with that many votes. I was like, I'm so excited to fucking announce this. Granted, people were probably expecting, the cloud bikes and stuff like that. The S1K, we all know is a cloud bike. Everybody has them. We love them. They're fucking badass. Flamethrowers. But I didn't want that.
I don't even know what an S1K is.
BMW S1000.
Oh, that's what you had. Yeah. The one you laid over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
heard the brakes. I heard the ABS sucks on those things.
Yeah, the ABS is, BMW Motorrad. What's going on?
They make some nice bikes, though. As somebody who I don't know a lot about bikes, but I know what I like when I look at it, and they make some gorgeous bikes.
The S1K, every time you look at it, it's a gorgeous bike.
I'm one of those weird rich assholes that I'm not even rich, but if I was, I'd probably have a bike collection. Yeah, I'd have like a bunch of them. Like, okay, so that's my Ducati, and that's my BMW S1K, and there's a place in Wisconsin, and I'll look it up. I still have the photos, and I'll show you when we get done here. And you may already know it, but it's close to Road America. It's in Elkhart Lake, and I think it's like a car storage place, but they also have a passion for building bikes, and it's a showroom, so they have fucking bikes everywhere, and they're kind of up in a frame on the wall, like up. I think there's 2 or 3 levels of bikes in the main room, and then you go in their other room, they have all the racing bikes and all that shit, and it's just the baddest fucking thing I've seen when it comes to bikes.
Dude, you gotta send me that.
I will. That place is sick. Yeah, because on the backside they have like a few cars for storage. Like they probably have like 50 cars, that people are paying for storage. But even in that room, they have like, this is like the first crotch rocket, and this is like their first super bike winner. And I was like, holy shit, this is badass. I'm pretty sure I still have those photos. I'll show them to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool because even, so many people don't know. So Daily Driven Exotics, David Pryor, he got back in the bikes.
Okay.
Dude, his bike is fucking gorgeous, by the way.
They have an NSX.
Yeah.
They've done the livery, and it's pretty famous because it's DDE, and Larry Chen shot it, and it looks like the Castro Mugen NSX. But my boy Roger Nakata has the sickest Super GT NSX, on the planet outside of Japan. But shout out to DDE for doing it.
Yeah.
But Rogers is pretty sick. You've probably seen it online. I'll show it to you right here. Have you seen this thing online? The Lucky Strike. It's out of Florida. Yeah.
I know you posted some
it's
pretty
sick.
badass NSXs. Yeah. Just like the one that cut an NSX or part of it and used it as a trailer.
Yeah, that's rest in peace NS Extra. Yeah. Chris Cut. Yeah, he passed I think 2 years ago now.
I was so out of root, but man.
Oh, I mean yeah, but there's people who are even into the the NSXs and Honda scene that may not even know that. Yeah. But yeah, he passed, and actually, I have a picture on my computer, and one of the most viral pictures of him, he's sitting on top of his NSX, like off the camper thing, and he's petting his dog Cassius, and he's wearing the first generation hard parking shirt.
That's fucking.
Yeah.
I still have my hard parking shirt, actually.
Good. It's probably all worn out.
A little bit, but yeah.
We'll have to figure out how to get you another one. But yeah, that was Chris Cut. But yeah, it's that was a cool car.
Dude.
But I mean, that Rogers livery is probably my favorite first gen livery, even outside of my own that I used to have.
I mean, yours is pretty fucking sick.
It was sick for sure, but
As a Star Wars geek, I love it.
yeah, I mean,
Because it
of
gives
course
that
it's
feel.
it's got a Star Warsy feel, even though I mean it's Macross Robotech, but Rogers is pretty sick too. I mean, mine still has, and I'll fight anybody. Mine still has more detail than any other NSX wrap ever, but his is pretty cool.
Yeah, yours did have a lot of depth to it.
Have you? I got a question for you.
Yeah.
2 questions. Number 1, do you want C8? That's clean, right? I mean, here's the thing with good tequila. All good tequila is additive free, but they don't all taste the same because some are more peppery, some aren't. But when you're done with it, it's a different type of buzz, and you shouldn't feel bad the next day, and you should never have a headache.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like brunch. You feel like
Yeah. There's no funky aftertaste. As of right now, there's a tequila called Lost Lore, which has been voted like number 1. And I have a Reposado downstairs. I just finished a Blanco, and I have a Blanco in the closet. This is like my overflow closet over here of stuff. So I have a Blanco in the closet.
Which shout out to One Drink Wednesday.
Shout out to One Drink Wednesday. Fuck, I got an empty bottle of Lalo over here. I don't even know how I got down over here underneath my work desk, but it's over here, But yeah, I love my tequilas.
And then also to anybody that follows Cleanuff, please make sure you guys shout out One Drink Wednesday. These guys are fucking awesome.
Me and Mr. Wes Tankersley.
Yeah.
We've been doing that for like 5-6 years almost. It's
you guys are
crazy.
It's always good. I mean,
yeah, you know what happened, and this is where, or everybody who's watching this, because I know you have a lot of people, this is where they can really help. They can go to @OneDrinkWednesday on Instagram and follow. We don't care if you don't fucking watch the show. Last year in August, Instagram rolled out a new policy where you can't go live, you can't host a live unless you have 1,000 followers. And so,
is that when you've been on the secondary?
Yep, that's exactly why.
Okay.
Yep. And so, Wes takes primary because I said I don't want my entire, because I don't post that much on my main page anymore. I post podcast stuff. I mean, yeah, podcast stuff, like stuff like this. He goes live primary and I go secondary from One Drink Wednesday, and that's exactly the reason why.
I'll tell you what. Let's make it interesting. They get you to 1,000, and we'll get a deadline. They get you to 1,000 per deadline. We'll do a giveaway. Simply enough.
You guys heard him. Yep, you guys heard him. Because when we were hosting, we were able to get. I mean, we've had Koenig Distillery on with us because they're there in Idaho with Wes, which is great. But we've also had Whistle Pig on. But we had Whistle Pig on when we were able to host, and so we want to move forward and be able to do that type of stuff with more and more brands, because you've been on there with it. You shoot the shit, you catch up. It's basically a virtual bar. You can drink with us and not drink with us. You may or may not have a pitcher full of stuff that you finish on one of your first appearances, like Charles here. Still legendary, by the way. People talk about that, and people talk about Dallas Walker with his handle of fucking vodka, and he was drinking out of that too. So you two are the most legendary friends of ours that have joined because of those silly acts that you both did. But, we should be able to get more and more brands on there, but we have to get to 1,000 first.
Yeah. So, that's why I said I'll do a giveaway. I'll make something. We'll chat about it, and I'll make it special so you guys get 1,000 minimum.
We'll see what happens. Let's get you some. Let's try this Tequila Ocho Reposado. Have you been to Pony's Miches yet?
Yeah, super good.
The new location downtown?
Super good.
You won't find any shit tequila there. Their bar manager, AB, and of course Sergio, have curated that, and they have like the best of the best. And it's, not everything's expensive. This isn't overly expensive. In fact, the funny thing about tequila is everyone thinks, well, 1942 or Clase Azul, that's what you buy, but Clase Azul's $180. 1942 is $160.
Clase Azul went out.
Well, it's closer to 200 now, right?
Yeah.
Neither one of those is additive free. They're both delicious, but this shit costs significantly less and is 10 times better.
Yeah, and I mean, just like Diamante, another good brand that I like. Fucking love it. I have like a weird taste. I either like Diamante.
You like what you like, though, and that's what I tell everybody who drinks. I'm like, well, that's just shit, and that's not. I was like, look, somebody's got to drink it, right?
But these two, I'm not gonna lie, they're definitely the smoothest probably tequilas out there. And I'm just able to sip on because I like, tequila with Red Bull.
I've never heard of that before.
Don't sue me, but yeah,
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you know? No judgment here. What do you mix with it? Do you mix Blanco, Reposado, and then do you know the brand tequila? Does it come in a plastic bottle?
No. Okay. I'm always the last bottle guy. If I'm gonna get a drink, I'm gonna make sure it's a drink. I always do Reposado. Plata, I'm not really crazy about.
Plata is better for mixing. Because it actually hides better and you get more of the flavor of whatever it is you're trying to drink.
But that's not the goal with why I mix stuff. I don't try to hide it. It's more or less just adding a little flavor, which is why I do Red Bull. I don't do all those sugary, crazy ass flavors. Just flavor Red Bull.
Well, yeah, you're not going to get much more sugary.
But
it's like a liquid sweet tart.
I don't know. I like it. It goes smooth. Keeps me with.
But what do you? Because Reposado. Okay, so here's the deal. So you may or may not know this, but with tequilas, there's basically four main ones: the Plata, Reposado, Añejo, and Extra Añejo. And so the Reposado, what do you know? The Reposado, or do you just order at the bar and take whatever they give you? House
at the bar.
Okay, yeah.
I stopped drinking
cool.
as much at home.
Because you were kind of hitting rock bottom for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that. So
yeah, so I like really strayed away from drinking really at home. Well, I have a few drinks, or if there's a UFC fight.
No empty bottles of Lalo next to your desk?
Yeah. I'll definitely end up drinking them if I'm at home, because when I'm doing my event stuff, like I like that for my. I don't, drink really, smoke at all. I don't do anything that really clouds my mind. I already got ADHD. It clouds it up.
Yeah.
I got 7 different directions at once and still trying to tackle one task at the same time. But yeah, no. Typically you just go to the bar, ask for, Reposado. Typically it's bars that like Diamante. That's why I like the probably the weirdest person to ask for Red Bull and Reposado, but I love it.
If they have it, it is what it is, right?
It's always an offer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like drinking vodka Red Bull, Hennessy Red Bull.
I haven't heard of Hennessy Red Bull. You brought up Hennessy on One Drink Wednesday.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's good.
You know what's? I may have said this on One Drink Wednesday, but since we're talking about this and we can wrap this up. But when I was going through Total Wine the other day, and I was going through the row of tequilas like I always do, and I got to Casamigos, and they were just tags. They weren't bottles. There were tags you can grab and you take to the front. And it's not because Casamigos is expensive. It's just because it's
most commonly stolen.
It's the hip hop fucking thing. And it's the same thing with Hennessy. And I've seen Patron like that now. And I always laugh when I see that because I'm like, God damn, like
it's not even the best ones either.
Not even close. Patron actually is not bad for something that's popular. Patron, like if I'm at a bar and someone's like, let's do a shot of tequila, and they have Patron, I'll take it because it's additive free.
Yeah.
So
Patron's always pretty good.
Patron's not bad at all. But like Casamigos, not good. The Rocks Tequila, Terramania, whatever, garbage. But someone's got to drink it.
Yeah.
But it's just funny for me to see. That's the first time I've seen tequila not available and you have to grab a tag, because I'm used to seeing the Hennessy locked up and I'm used to seeing the other stuff locked up, and I just laugh at it. It's too bad. But
for tequila being locked up is actually pretty fucking fun.
Oh, it was funny as hell. I was like, oh, Casamigos. I just started laughing and kept walking. Yep.
Hopefully I get you out to one of the events soon though.
I would love to, and at some point I will. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Texas or California, but some of the local stuff. I feel bad honestly, because I'm so busy here in the studio doing all sorts of shit. And then I look, I'm like, oh shit, there's an event, You know, it's an algorithmic thing, if nothing else. But when I see them, I at least try to share them and repost them.
All right, so don't get mad when I share them to you. Y'all heard that.
Great. Yeah. Have you, I think I ask you this all the time, but have you talked to Chris at all?
Yeah. We kind of chatted. We're in the AZAC.
Oh, in that chat group?
Yeah. Which we should probably edit that part out.
It's just a chat group.
Yeah. But no,
Are you guys in a better place?
yeah, I mean, I was super excited. He's bringing back UTI and stuff, and that was where we had our foundation, so that's super fucking cool.
I mean, you both have always been great to me, even when you guys were working together, you know? So I was like, God, that would be cool one day to look up and see like the collab.
It would probably shock everybody.
That's why you do it.
Like, truthfully, it'd probably
If both sides can figure out how to make it work, I think that would be awesome. So,
well, I mean, I'm always open to it. It's not a version of closed door policy. But I mean, we both are in different directions with stuff, but you know, he's got his car stuff, doing the drift scene stuff now, and you know, he's hosting that side, and I'm bike scene doing drifts and bikes. So
I got to get Kayli on here. We've been talking about it for months, and it's getting hot. I'm like, I guess at this point, I'm just gonna have to go to her, and I'll go to her. Yeah. You know, but yeah,
I'll snug her over here.
It's far for her, you know, and then you know her husband's super cool, but then I know they have a child, right? Or she has a child, so you know someone's gonna have to watch the baby. But I'll sit both of them in front of me.
Yeah.
But that'd be really cool because she's so awesome, and you know she'll get up there and she'll talk, and she does the track stuff, and it's so incredible. And then she's up on the fucking billboards. In fact, she's on the billboard near downtown, the ELG billboard. But then when I was on the 60 last week on the digital billboard, I saw her up there too. I was like, oh shit, there's Kayli.
Yeah, I know, looking like Superwoman up.
Looking like exactly just like this. I'm like, man, that's awesome. So
we've seen some cool shit, but I don't think we've ever seen anybody in either community up on a billboard.
No.
Shout out to ELG for that, and you know, it's really fucking cool for Kayli because anyone that knows her, she's fucking total sweetheart.
She's cool.
She works her ass off.
Yeah, she's legit. And that's why I want to get her in front of me, you know, just to tell more of her story. And a lot of her followers probably know more of her story. But I want the people who are very loyal to this show and even random casuals to be like, okay, this is someone we have. Just like I do with you, just like I platform all my friends and even some people I don't know. You know, I want to immortalize people that I have relationships with, you know, and she's definitely on that list. And so, you know, we got to work together to get her in here.
Yeah, I think Kayli would definitely be something special. For a lot of people, I mean, you know, we all know bikers and all that stuff. Like, cool. She's probably one of the most badass biker girls I've ever met. Not even just put her as a biker girl, but biker in general. She's fucking always working her ass off. Hosting with her, it's literally like smooth as butter because we both are a little chaotic, but we work together well at it to where it makes sense. I don't know. I think it'd be really a good treat for everybody with that.
Yeah. Well, you got anything else before you roll out?
Not really, besides, you know.
We're just going to sit here and drink anyway, so.
Besides, you know, just full send and get ready for Bike Invasion because we're taking over.
Thank you for coming back to the studio and enjoying a couple of drinks with me. And hopefully you walk out the door with a couple more tequilas you can grab when you're out and about. Because a lot of bars have C8, but you have to kind of find it. And then Tequila Ocho. Those who know, but some bars, I think, still don't have it. Yeah. But you see Ocho, you see G4, C8, Lalo. They're all safe. They're all good to go. They're Jhae approved.
Super good. Thank you so much for bringing me back. It's always a pleasure every single time.
Anytime. I want to thank Charles for stopping by the studio. Again, I apologize for the audio. If you're still listening, then it was palatable, or you just are too lazy to change from this to another video or switch from the podcast. So I do appreciate you all. In the next few weeks, Little Mariella, or Modded Mari. Little Mariella was like her old school name. She's been on the show before, but it's been years. Modded Mari, most of you would know her as now in the local area. She is scheduled to come in studio, and so I can't wait to get that one taken care of, and hopefully we'll have that out to you by the end of July, if the schedule remains the same. If not, the beginning of August, or maybe not. Maybe we'll get Kayli Slaughter in here, as we talked about in this episode, and a few other people that I've had to postpone and reschedule. With that being said, I want to thank Right Honda and Right Toyota, Arcus Foundry, Spark Forge, same company, Auto Cannon official license, Honda and Acura gear. As you can see, I'm wearing an Anthem Nights shirt. This is the car show up in Anthem. I don't even know if they're still doing it. I know it's every few months, but it's hot now. But if you can get to Anthem Cars and Coffee, I suggest you get up there. Try to get up there. I haven't been up there in a long time, but one day I will make my return. I want to thank the Patreon business supporters: Kuya Automotive out of Winter Garden, Florida, Automotive Specialty Tool out of Owings Mills, Maryland, Beak House Small Home Design out of Traverse City and Ashburn, Virginia, the Lucky Break Sports Breakers out of Caledonia, Michigan, and of course, Shaping Success Treasure Valley out of Boise, Idaho. Make sure you check out One Drink Wednesday, as we talked about in this episode, with myself and Wes Tangerously on Instagram. That's at One Drink Wednesday. Help us get to 1,000 followers so we can go live and start posting more. Special shout out to Mark Stoneman, Catherine Cox, Eddie Ramos, Richard Graves, Byron Jones, Alice Gamina, Drew Bunkley, Andre Mullins for supporting the show. If you want to support the show, you can buy me a coffee on YouTube, or you can join the Patreon as well for as little as $3 a month. That's patreon.com/hardparkingpodcast. Email the show, questions, comments, or concerns, info@hardparking.com. Follow the show at hardparkingpod on Instagram, hardparkingj on TikTok. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week.
Shut up!